Hey there, everybody. Thomas with Basecamp Trading. It is Tuesday, June 18th, and we're going to take a look really quick at Cleveland Cliffs Incorporated, CLF. And more specifically, what we're going to be looking at is the breakout that's occurring today and what the outlook is for this market. So we were in a descending channel here. We had tested the resistance 3 different times, and we just popped through it up today with strong momentum. And we had the support at the lower end of the channel. I had tagged twice previously. Now, the one thing I want to point out first is that we are technically still in a daily downtrend. We're still lower highs, lower lows. All right. We will not get to a higher high until we get above, call it 1055. Now, the other thing that we want to look at here is where our resistance is at. So we have resistance right where we're stalling today at about 1030. All right, this is where we had previously tagged about 4 or 5 times on the dailies and then pulled back and were rejected from it. So we want to be paying attention to how this market reacts with that 1030, 1031 resistance. Once we can get through and then close above that level, though, we should be in good shape to at least climb back up to the 1110 area where this previous pivot high was, and potentially move quite a bit more. Now, like I always talk about, we want to not just look at the shorter time frames, you want to pay attention to your longer time frame setups as well. And one of the things that we're seeing here is this market's actually in a pennant on the weeklies. So if you pull up your weekly price chart and you look at where we are, we say, okay, what's happening? Well, we're inside of a narrowing range here on the weeklies when we look at our pivot highs and lows. So we're in a pennant pattern, and we're starting to bounce off the lower end of that pennant. And we could be looking for this to head all the way back up, potentially to the 1135 area to tag the upper end of this pennant, which is pretty close to that 1110 area we were just talking about a minute ago. So be keeping an eye on it. It has potential to keep moving. The next step would be getting above that 1030 resistance and closing above 1030. And then we should see it clear to run up to the 1110 area. Once we're through 1110, we're looking at 1130 at the upper end of the weekly pennant pattern. So there's your outlook for CLF, or Cleveland Cliffs Incorporated. That's it for now. I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, everybody, happy trading.